The imperative for accountability in the charitable sector, a call for transparent and ethical fundraising practices. In a groundbreaking speech delivered to the Fundraising Institute, Assistant Minister for Charities Andrew Lee has issued a stern warning to the not-for-profit sector. Rogue and exploitative operators are eroding public trust in the vital work of charities. The speech, obtained exclusively by Guardian Australia, serves as a clarion call for the sector to embrace change and enhance its donation solicitation practices. Lee's message is clear and unequivocal. The generosity of Australians who selflessly contribute to worthwhile causes imposes an unwavering obligation on government, charities, and fundraisers to ensure that fundraising interactions are conducted with integrity and transparency. He emphasizes that the insidious tactics employed by unscrupulous organizations undermine the sector's reputation and erode the public's confidence. To address this pressing issue, the Albanese government has embarked on a comprehensive overhaul of privacy laws, including measures to modernize data handling protocols and bolster the accountability of fundraisers. Lee implores the sector to actively participate in this transformative process, recognizing that change is essential to safeguard the integrity of charitable giving. The government's commitment to fostering a thriving philanthropic landscape is unwavering, with the ambitious goal of doubling private charitable donations by 2030. However, Lee highlights a critical distinction between legitimate fundraising for noble purposes and relentless solicitation that preys on vulnerable individuals, particularly those who may be susceptible to undue pressure. Lee vehemently condemns the predatory practices of fundraisers who persuade vulnerable and often elderly individuals to authorize ongoing bank account deductions without fully disclosing the recurring nature of the donations. He cites the distressing case of a 79-year-old Queensland man who unsuspectingly authorized numerous deductions from his bank account by not-for-profit organizations, unaware that they were not isolated gifts but ongoing commitments. This case serves as a grim testament to the unscrupulous tactics employed by some fundraisers, exploiting the magnanimity of individuals to line their own pockets. To further illustrate the urgent need for reform, Lee references the data breach suffered by Brisbane-based telemarketing firm Pareto Phone, which resulted in the personal information of tens of thousands of donors being compromised and shared on the dark web. This incident, he notes, exposed glaring vulnerabilities in the data management practices prevalent within the fundraising sector. While such egregious breaches may be isolated incidents, Lee underscores their profound impact on public perception. They create a ripple effect, eroding trust and confidence in the charitable sector as a whole. In response to these pressing concerns, the government has initiated extensive consultations with the sector while drafting amendments to the Privacy Act, guided by the recommendations of a comprehensive review. Lee concludes his speech with a resounding call to action: accept that change is necessary and help us shape that change. He urges the sector to embrace the opportunity to enhance its fundraising practices, foster greater accountability, and restore public trust in the vital work of charities.